What is going on, everybody? Today's video will be about positioning and about Remny Skill 2. I want to make sure that all of you guys know how to use this commander in the best way possible. And for those of you who don't have this commander, hopefully this video gives you a realization of how good this commander is and how it can really help your win rate and help you secure those wins in the late game. So I'm not really going to be talking too much about the build that I do here, which I think it is a marksman, but it's going to be more centered around how to really thrive with this commander. So you can see that right off the bat, in that first round, I was able to get right over to 10 gold. And I try to do that every time I can with Remny. Always sacrifice that hit points right away at the start in the first round and the next in the round before this first fate box. Always make sure that you get to 20 gold as soon as you can right off the bat in these first few rounds. If you get really lucky, you can actually get to 20 gold right after the second round. Here it took us till the third, but that is completely fine. Now we are over 20 gold, and from here on out we are going to be able to pick out what heroes we want and refresh our shop right off the bat. And big thing to pay attention to is everyone else's gold, and always make sure you are staying over 20 gold no matter what the circumstance, especially if you're using this commander, because it really lets you scale super hard if you can keep your golden check and get a win streak going, or a lose streak, so either way. Now as far as hit points goes at the start, I'm really not worried whether I win or lose the first round, because using the skill twice of Remny is already going to lower my hit points enough to get an item. Whether I really win or lose, I usually can set myself up to be first or second pick at that fate box. And I'll talk a little bit about the positioning that I do with these marksmen. Here at level 5 commander, not really that big of a deal, but once we hit level 6 commander is really when we're going to put these marksmen in the spots that they're going to stay throughout the whole game. And like I said, not too concerned about my hit points here at all. The lower you go with Remny is as long as you know your build, and that's the cool thing about Remny is you can use him with all builds. And yeah, once you know what you're building, you're going to scale later on. So the hit points is not too much of a worry. And also late game, as you're going to see later on in this game, you can really thrive by using his skill and getting the synergies or upgrades that you probably would not have been able to get if you weren't risking that hit points.
These blades are my teeth. Who here is worthy? Hear your last words.
And since I am doing marksman, I'm going to stay at level 5 commander for quite a long time. Since my Remny skill is ready to go, I will use it again. And usually around 30 hit points is where I will consider stopping to, save up that hit points and make sure I don't get hit too hard and get knocked out early or something like that. So around 30 hit points is where I usually stop. And I don't upgrade to level 6 commander until I have at least 1 3-star, preferably a marksman. So Maya or Moskov in reality. And good thing to be checking out on is people's power throughout the matches, so you kind of know what to expect when going into the next round, and you should really most of the time be able to almost tell whether you're going to win or lose your next round based on everyone's power. And flicker on Argus, guys, it's so good, especially if you can find a silence item and throw it on him. He is going to do wonders for your team. I apologize about my voice, guys. My allergies have been going off like crazy, so probably sound kind of weird right now. Okay, so we have a level 3 Z-Long and a level 3 Maz, so it's about time to move on and put the Maya in the spot where she will stay for the rest of the match. And as far as items are concerned, if you are doing marksman, crit axe is just so strong. I can't stress that enough. If you see a crit axe, definitely grab it, or the lifesteal item, and any item for attack speed is good. So upgrade here, that way we can get the 3 marksman damage in, and now that our Maya is 3-star, she can easily carry this team. And the spot where she is at the start is where I will keep her throughout the whole rest of the match. And now I'm just basically going to build a right side of my team, so that way if I start putting heroes on the right side of the map when she is on the left, just is going to keep her safe. And I definitely want her to be the safest hero on the map. Power looking very strong, leveling wise looking very strong. At this point I know that I'm really not going to lose any rounds here, so it's just kind of gliding at this point, and that is cool. What's cool about Remy is because once you get to this point, it's really easy to level your commander to those last levels to finish up whatever synergy you need. So here I'm immediately going to use Remy's skill. That'll put us under 30 hit points, but since my opponents are all around that hit points, I'm going to use that skill. Now let's say if all of my enemies were either super higher or on the verge of getting knocked out, then you can use it situationally to position yourself closest to where you can get the upgrade. And the upgrade that allows you to get one more slot of heroes onto your team. And this is so important because the reason why you should really always take that upgrade is because if there's 4 or 5 people left, or even 3 people, if you're getting that upgrade, that means they are not. And so it's taking away from them, and it's going to make it harder for them to win. So not only are your team going to benefit, but it's going to make it harder for the other team. And this is the point, positioning wise, of marksman, where everything really flows or synchronizes in well. And I like to position them just like this. That way I have my 3 marksmen on the right side. So if we're going against any mages or anything like that, their initial burst damage is all going to hit that right side. So that way the Maya is going to come out on top, and it just really works well. Very simple positioning. And since there's only 2 heroes on the far left corner, it's not going to focus on them. And if Franco hooks anything, he's going to hook that Moskov, or he's going to hook where that carry is. So nothing important is going to get taken. Now, at this round and at this point, this is where Remy can really make or break the game for you, because everybody is pretty close in hit points, and we're all fighting for that upgrade. So as you can see here, after I beat him, now both of my opponent's hit points are lower than mine. But I'm able to use my skill again and snipe this upgrade right here, which is super important. It makes it so that last guy is not able to get that free slot, throw in that extra synergy or whatever he needed. He is not able to do it now. It really cuts them off by the heels and allows us to throw in whatever we want at this point. So since there's pretty much no rounds left, I just go ahead and upgrade. No worries on that. Just throw this Argus in because there's space. I will probably be looking up to pick up one more tank and get a small shield. Also, Johnson is just really good at disrupting the opponent's team when you have marksman. So it's really good to just start the team fight off with him. Just exploding in at the start, I guess. Able to find the Tigreal, which it's not going to make too much of a difference at this point, but throw him in. The opponent has one less hero than us because we were using Remy. Oh, well, not this guy. He has the full one, but the guy we knocked out in the previous round, we really sniped that upgrade from him. And yeah, so that's how you need to use Remy to really capitalize on your gold. Your positioning on health wise is definitely something you need to look out for. And this video was recorded a little bit ago, so I don't know what my win rate is here, but thank you guys for this one, and I hope you all have a good day.